So I read the English already, so there's a look at the causative phenomena, which means look at the causative phenomena, and that's a phenomenon which is changed by cause conditions. So particularly your body possessions, family, so forth, then the object of attachment and habits, ignorance, so forth, particularly those that we have some objections. Those are particular objects of the meditation. So looking at them, looking at an empty, it doesn't mean non-existent empty. Like empty, when you run out of money, no money in the purse, no money, not like that, empty, or you have no food in the stomach and empty. I say not that kind of empty. Not as a non-existence. But while it is existing, it's empty. So you have to understand that this ultimate nature emptiness, not just things that doesn't exist, which exists and doesn't exist. Looking at it doesn't, not like that. There's nihilism. So you're looking at the empty, ultimate nature, which is the ultimate nature while it's existing, So that's the ultimate nature. So karma, so star, so the meditation, the emptiness. There's a star in daytime, but as because the sun is so powerful, so bright, the sun obscures the stars, so we can't see. So the stars, when the sun went down, dark, then you see the more stars, more. So, then that's really karma rabri. I translate defective view. So it could be also the dependent rising. You see, the things are action objects, things existing in mere name, subtle dependent rising. Could be that, depends how you think. But here, the defective view means the action object or there's sort of form, sound, smell, taste, and sensible object. Then senses. So they all are appearing truly existing from its own side, appearing real. Everything is real. So appearing like that, and they will believe as appeared. To 100% believe in that. So like that. It's like in the dream. You got married with somebody you like, and you got you got 100 children. I'm just giving an example. and then you got children so happy. Wow, we got men was so happy. Wow, then they died. Then they died so upset. So in the dream, so upset. Wow. Then many difficulties. One child carried by water, drowned, and eaten by dogs or by something like that. One child burned in the fire or something. Different things. So sad, the many difficulties, and so worried, so wrinkles and the white hairs. Then, body change, body is kind of body is like you're down when you do I don't know, when you act stories, then you act as king. You wear king's dress, or you wear army's dress, or you change many dress when you act, or when you act the story. So that the mind, the body, what the body manifests out is like how the mind is. So you see. So the body, the mind is very healthy, like his honest. Even 80, 81, 84. Yeah, but you see, wow, so looking so good and so unbelievable. There's no difficulty. I'm not remembering. You see, unbelievable. Yes, can help the world. Millions of people. So bring happiness, peace, young people, old people as well. Well, anyway, so it's a little bit like depending on how the mind is, nature mind, so the body appears like that. You see, the mind is so sad. When I can be, so much comes up. When I, then you see the body is also very squeezed the face. Then you see no smile. Like that you see how. So the body is a little like what do you say? Christian? No. What do you say? What word do you use?
Squished was good.
I said, when you act, you have to wear different dress. Huh? Theater. No, theater is place. So that is. It shows mind is happy, not show through the body. Kind of the person who was there, so much worried the whole life. Even the age is very young, already very old. You see, manifestation of the mind. You know how the mind has been. Then, even the person very old, by age very old, very young looking, fresh looking. You understand? Happy looking. Yeah, you know that. So, he has a healthy mind. So Sorry. Now, once I talk, then it goes on. So, like that dream, I mentioned dream example. So you see, then they all died everywhere. So sad, but they made the problem. Then you get long hair with a wrinkle. See, then you wake up. Nothing happened. All this, nothing happened when you wake up. You see, other people who are doing jobs in the house, they're still there. But you have to always dream, life. See? But you wake up, nothing. See, nothing happened. So many times you get dream, so worried. You wake up, oh, it's not true. Oh, it didn't happen. Not true. Do you remember? You should remember. I'm sure you heard it many times. So that's it. So you see, all these things are action objects, all this, what appears real, what appears truly existent, and we believe the real 100%. Truly existent is what explains to existing information are existing by nature. That's what's an explained text. But you see, if we use our everyday language in the real, that's the real, or we often use the real, that one. Then appear real, then you believe real. Then that's, see. So when you realize emptiness, ultimate nature, not nihilism emptiness, ultimate nature, the ultimate nature of the phenomena, the action object, all the enlightenment, health, samsara, nirvana, happiness from everything. So you see, when you realize the ultimate nature, then see, it's like you would walk up from the dream, nothing happened. You see, it didn't happen that. All those problems. As you gave an example, got married with somebody you like, then got children, blah, 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 this, and then went through all the problems. But when you walk up, it didn't happen, it's not true. Similar, exactly similar. So definitely, I rapid is a direct review, so I translate. I don't know how that's translated, but so the rest is look at the impermanent nature. Then some dream like illusion, and that you see. So we're going to meditate. You see, then the meditation, then I chant. So that gives time to meditate. So this is to bring attention, which is attention outside, totally distracted. Our attention, our mind, or like things are blown by wind, goes all over. The cassette paper or leaves or, so the attention goes all over, you see, kind of fully distracted. You see now, in hallucination, so we'll bring back to the reality what is the I, what is the action, what is the nature of the I, what is the nature of the action, what is the nature of the object, what is the nature of enlightenment, what is the nature of the hell, what is the nature of samsara, what is the nature of the nirvana, what is the nature of happiness, the problem, everything. So, the real nature, ultimate nature, the emptiness, ultimate nature. So bring back to the reality, to think the ultimate nature. So that you see. Then next one is the hallucination. By thinking hallucination, then next one is what appears to you, what you believe, the way things appear to you, the way you believe. Apprehend is all like dream, like illusion. It's not true. Yeah, so just finish the paragraph.
Through these merits, the sentient beings attain the rank of all through the call of force, and be delivered from samsara's ocean, perturbed by the waves of aging, sickness, and death.
So that's one to recite Heart Sutra. So even just to hear the words, this is this Buddha's teaching. It's actually most unbelievable fortunate, lucky to even just to hear the words, even don't understand, it's able to read or able to hear. It's unbelievable. So this but you'll hear more what I just mentioned introduction, just you know the importance. So so it is said by Sentient, I think, all these teachings, you know, all this is taught by Buddha to develop for the wisdom. They said in the teaching, praise to Buddha, having Buddha realized the action objects of the phenomena. The nature, very nature, was the ultimate nature, was the nature. Yeah, what they are is how they exist is existing in the mere name, mere level by mind. There's subtle dependent, not growth, subtle dependent arising. So because of that, everything is empty. Because that's everything empty. That doesn't mean everything don't want to exist. As I said before, it's not that. So while it is existing in mere name, so everything is empty. Everything, while they're existing, everything is empty at the same time. So that you have to understand. So that also. So then Buddha taught, revealed to us sentient beings. And by that, already numberless sentient beings realized that what the Buddha has taught, what he himself realized, became liberated from samsara. And not only that, and with bodhichitta, with bodhichitta, the ultimate nature of good heart, ultimate good heart. Liberated himself free from even not only gross but subtle obscuration, and achieved state of omniscience. And so you see, sentient beings. So already by revealing the dependent arising, the self-dependent arising, then already numberless sentient beings liberated from samsara, and Buddha is able to liberate them from the oceans of samsara suffering, and bring them to peerless happiness, the total cessation of obscuration, completion of realization. Already happened. So and then now happening. Even now there's so many, you see, they come to know the ultimate nature of the I, action, object, the phenomena. The progress, the mind, the wisdom, ultimate, that is the ultimate wisdom which realizes the ultimate nature of the phenomena. That's the ultimate wisdom. That's the real wisdom, ultimate wisdom. So, by the that, you have a direct perception of emptiness. What that ceases the karma and delusion, which creates samsara, which creates suffering. So then you see totally by sitting the seed of delusion karma. Then you see the total delusion karma. Then from that you see the suffering, true cause suffering by ceasing. Then you completely see the true suffering. Then also we will totally liberated from samsara. Then because so the jidin guba chiniba di tawa marize. So the how much suffering samsara she you can say in the world or in the samsara, how much suffering there is, jidin guba chiniba. The root of all that is the maripa, unseen, unknowing, unseen, ignorance, unseen. The Tibetan, because the medicine in Sanskrit, unknowing, maripa. Ripa is the seeing, maripa is unseen, not seeing, unseen. So the ignorance, there's a maripa, the root of everything. The question is on maripa. Can you tell it over? Can you tell it by realizing dependent arising, the subtle one? You see. Things exist in many. So that happens by realizing ultimate nature, emptiness. So, so by seeing this, then able to able to cease the ignorance, the root of from where all all the suffering comes, including depression. Millions of people in the West, depression, all the things, anxiety, what anxiety and what else?
Worrying about things.
Worrying about it.
Things.
It's worrying about these things. Yeah, so all the things are able to stop, able to see that by seeing the dependent person, able to see all the suffering. Therefore, Buddha taught dependent arising. Buddha taught this. So that's this. From beginningless, not from this life, from beginningless. Why this life? Why we're ignorant? Why we're born with suffering? This life, where we're born with the suffering of rebirth, suffering of old age, suffering of sins. And suffering death, the suffering of the dissatisfaction, depression, all that, and the suffering of the meeting the undesirable object, separating from, not finding a desirable object, and if you found separated from that. So there's three types, I think 3 types or 5, I'm not sure, suffering or aggregate. So why born with suffering? Why born with with worry, with the anxiety, why born with suffering? It's because past life before that, creation mind before that, we didn't get liberated from suffering. Didn't get liberated from suffering. Didn't get liberated from the cause of the suffering. So delusion karma, we didn't become free. It didn't give freedom to yourself, the liberation from the delusion karma, cause of suffering. So that's then there's natural suffering, then beginningless rebirth. So you see, beginningless rebirth. Because didn't get to eliminate the root of all the suffering, ignorance, unknown mind, ignorance. This particular root of all the suffering. They didn't touch the ignorance, but this particular one. So from beginningless rebirth, we've been under that, not free from that, following that, believing to that. It's like enemy, the real enemy of the, for you, actually, maybe meeting a friend, your friend for the whole life was cheating you, but you don't realize, you don't know that, and cheating you, but you don't see it, you don't realize, you don't recognize. This is a little bit like that. So ignorance, being in the control of that, so then all the suffering goes away. suffering the hell realm, suffering the hungry ghost, suffering the animal, suffering to the human being, suffering to the suffering, all that, then from the beginning to the rebirth and suffering, that's still not ended. So when we are born a human being, this is not now we're being human being, then the experiencing suffering the human beings. So that is still not ended. So so the sentient beings to end these oceans of samsara suffering, oceans of helping suffering, hungry ghosts, animal suffering, human being suffering, oceans of asura being asura being suffering. So with continuation at the beginning, so this is to liberate from all these sufferings, and then liberate. Need to liberate from the cause of suffering, the delusion karma. So the ignorance, you need to liberate from the root of the ignorance. So that's why Buddha has taught. Of course, it's not only just free from suffering, not only that, then to be free from raw nirvana, to achieve the purest happiness, total cessation of obscuration, completion, realization, full enlightenment. So the causative order to send the message to bring that. So Buddha has taught the causative wisdom going beyond. Prajnaparamita, wisdom going beyond, and all the teachings of emptiness. There's 12 volumes of text teachings. Buddha taught elaborate teachings of emptiness. So then more condensed, there's the 4 volumes, teaching 4 volumes. Then more condensed is 1 volume, Jetamba, 1 volume. Now, much more condensed. All that teaching much more condensed is the Shadow Ningbo, the essence of wisdom, Heart Sutra. Essence of wisdom. That is. So then after this, then wisdom going beyond the few syllables. That is the Lama Tomba Tumden Day, Tiji Sheba, Tatumba, Yangdaba, Zoya Sanje, Panja, Washaya, Togola, Chatu, Juris, Davan, Tato, Mune, Mahamunai, Swa, wisdom going beyond Prajnaparamita, the few syllables of that. Now, much more condensed, Shiji Hitima, the 1 syllable of Prajnaparamita. That is that's just 1 syllable, that one. So that means, you see, in Sanskrit, it means negating word. What it's saying is, you see, the way the I appear to us, the real one, the way the action of the I appear to us, the real action, the way the object appears to us, the real one, the whole enlightenment, the health, samsara, even happiness, all the phenomena, is it? There's forms of then senses, everything is appear the way appear to our mind, hallucinate, real one. Oh, so there. That. You see, that's the hallucination. That is the hallucination, all that. So, see, saying, negating all this, saying all these do not exist. All these do not exist. The correct emptiness. Correct emptiness. By negating the object of repetition, the false object, false I, false enlightenment, false hell, false, nirvana, something, false having problem, false everything. Negating everything. So that proves your concept, believing 100% real this, in 100% no doubt, the I, everything real, 100% believe. That proves that's wrong concept. That's the wrong concept. That's ignorance. Now, it will come again, but this is ignorance. Meaning of ignorance, I want to tell you, the unknown mind. All the suffering come from that. So by realizing dependent arising, so negate that. Ignorance. This one, wrong concept. There's no such thing. The wrong concept, believing wrong concept. So the concept is that's it's very interesting. Just concept. The whole suffering came from your wrong concept, not somebody else. Your wrong concept, your wrong way of thinking. So suffering came from that. Your wrong way of thinking. So this practice is the correct way of thinking. You see, the ultimate nature, things, how things exist, another thing. And the regard is very important meditation. Mental meaning you see that the meditation so that now the Heart Sutra essence of wisdom. You see, directly revealing wisdom, indirectly revealing method too. You see, it is mirage. So liberated from samsara, so all of that we see. We show to it. I often tell sometimes that you see people will recite Heart Sutra. I'm going to recite Sutra. Blah 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 blah. Not like that. Blah 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 blah. They always blah 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 blah. That is it. Because if you pay attention, the mind is supposed to imprint, but it's not always blah 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 blah. And then, like water bubbling in the hot fire, water bubbling, blah 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 blah. Anyway, so think, you see, I've been suffering in samsara from beginningless rebirth. Due to ignorance, my rebirth. All these seas and oceans of sins. Wow, one after another one from beginners. Then you see, if I don't realize the emptiness this time, then again I will have to suffer, experience ocean suffering again, endless. Not only beginningless, but also If I don't realize the emptiness life, whatever, all the opportunity to learn, if I don't realize, then I'll have to suffer without end. Suffering without end. Again. Oh, so the Heart Sutra, the Prajnaparamita, Buddha's Prajnaparamita teaching. Oh, going beyond wisdom. What? Oh, this contains meditation, teachings to realize the emptiness, to realize our nature emptiness, or then to stop, to cease cause of suffering, the ignorance, the marikpa, unseen. Then my mind, unseen. Not knowing, unseen. Oh, to cease. Yes, and to develop, and with the bodhichitta needs enlightenment. Cease gross development, cease subtle development, with the wisdom directly presented. So it pure happiness, instead of omniscience, for sentience. Liberated, numberless in the beings from the oceans of samsara suffering, bring them to peace, happiness, enlightenment. Oh, you see, then so happy. Then become the reading, mental answer, the most important thing for your life. Is that right now? You see, most important thing. To realize that, to meditate on. Most important solution. Yes. So to end your suffering samsara. To not have continuation. You see, to not have endless suffering samsara. Then, to liberate numberless sentient beings from samsara, to bring them, wow, this meditating on Heart Sutra, meditating, paying attention to this, not just that would. So important. So motivation, you see, I'm just explaining the motivation. You see, then now you see how important this is. Not just blah 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 blah. Not just make your time. Kind of, after people retired, then there's no, there's no dharma, so then there's no meditation, there's no recitation, reciting prayer, meditation, this. So then what you do is you all day long you walk around the garden, your house, around the house, or in the garden, every single thing you spend time there. Otherwise you feel lonely. If you don't do anything, you feel lonely, what are you going to do? So you spend in your small garden just all day long. Let the mind be distracted by plants, by the I heard that. So you just spend a certain time goes. So anyway, not just to make time, but blah blah blah. That. So then you see, so then it's very important to pay attention. Not the blah blah blah, but pay attention. Then each time you do that, then incredible preparation in the mind, in the preparation to realize the emptiness is done. So much preparation, unbelievable preparation. Closer and closer to realize emptiness. And then by realizing, then you develop wisdom, realize emptiness. Then you go, as I mentioned before, then direct perception emptiness. But then you do, then sees the seed of delusion karma. Oh, then you see the delusion karma. Oh, then you become liberated totally liberated from the true suffering, oceans of suffering, like that. That's thinking yourself, you see. That's one being, one samsaric being. So that's yourself, you know. So so it's important when you do prayer to pay attention is meditation. When you pay attention, it's meditation. The meditation has analytical meditation and fixed meditation, the two things. So samatha, that's fixed. No samatha there, analytical. All the rest, you need to analytical. And through analytical, then you have to get realization. You transform your mind into correct mind, the path. So to achieve nirvana, to achieve enlightenment, see. So you transform your mind into realization, okay, from the wrong concept. So that's so paying attention is very, very important when you do the prayers. So even when you do your prayers, no attention, mind thinking beat, mind thinking beat, mind thinking traveling, all sorts of things, and then going around the world in the mouth doing prayer. doesn't leave even positive imprint like that. So you have to pay attention to that, and that leaves positive imprint. That's what I think. Yeah, please start. Okay, so then later, of course, the more you learn numbering, then you understand more the sharing both the essence of wisdom. More you learn numbering, the principal aspects of Heart Sutra enlightenment, renunciation, but the right view, then particularly more you learn that view, then you understand the Heart Sutra is the essence of wisdom more. Like that. So I just explained the motivation, what motivation to think. So when you read Heart Sutra, all that, then you find it's the most meaningful and most needy for you. Easy to practice, so that.
I prostrate to the three noble, rare, sublime ones. Just did I hear at one time the Bhagavan was dwelling on mass of love in Rashtriya, together with a great community of monks and a great community of bodhisattvas. At that time, the Bhagavan was absorbed in the concentration on the categories of phenomena called profound perception. Also at that time, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Aryavavadishvara looked upon the very practice of the profound perfection of wisdom, and beheld those five aggregates also as empty of inherent nature. Then, through the power of Buddha, the Venerable Shariputra said this to the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Aryavavadishvara: how should any son of the lineage train who wishes to practice the activity of the profound perfection of wisdom? He said that, and the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Aryavavadishvara said this to the Venerable Shariputra: Shariputra, any son of the lineage or daughter of the lineage who wishes to practice the activity of the profound perfection of wisdom should look upon it like this, correctly and repeatedly, according to those five aggregates also as empty of inherent form. Emptiness is not other than form. Form is also not other than emptiness. In the same way, feeling, discrimination, compositional factors, and consciousness are empty. Shariputra likewise, all phenomena are emptiness, without other characteristics, unproduced, unceased, stainless, not without stain, not efficient, not fulfilled. Shariputra, therefore, in emptiness there is no form, no feeling, no discrimination, no compositional factors, no consciousness, no eye, no ear, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind, no visual form, no sound, no odor, no taste, no object of touch, and no phenomenon. There is no I element, and so on, including no mind element, and no mental consciousness element. There is no ignorance, no extinction of ignorance, and so on, including no aging and death, no extinction of aging and death. Similarly, there is no suffering, origination, cessation, and path. There is no exalted wisdom, no attainment, and also no non-attainment. Shariputra, therefore, because there is no attainment, bodhisattvas rely on and dwell on the direction of wisdom, the mind without obscuration and without fear, having completely passed beyond error, they reach the end point of nirvana. All the Buddhas who dwell in 3 times also manifestly, completely awakened to unsurpassable, perfect, deep enlightenment, in reliance on the perfection of wisdom. Therefore, the mantra of the perfection of wisdom, the mantra of great knowledge, the unsurpassed mantra, the mantra equal to the unequal, the mantra that thoroughly pacifies all suffering, should be known as truth. It is not false. The mantra of the perfection of wisdom is declared. Shariputra, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva, should aim the profound perfection of wisdom like that. Then the Bhagavan rose on that concentration and commended the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Arya Bodhichitta, saying, well said, son of the lineage. It is like that. It is like that one should practice the profound perfection of wisdom, just as you have indicated, even in the Tathagatas rejoice. The Bhagavan having thus spoken, the Venerable Shariputra, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Arya Bodhichitta, and those surrounding in their entirety, along with the world of gods, humans, asuras, and gandharvas, were overjoyed and highly praised as spoken by the Bhagavan.
Papa kundu suge, kore. Tata kada para kada, buondi. Kundu suge, block. Kere tanda jeju jiva dami dana de jantata. Tumba juze buton to jane deje de jante de jo. Oh yeah, so please concentrate, okay? Don't disturb the mind. Read.
The foundation of all good qualities is the kind and perfect pure brew. Correct devotion to Him is the fruit of the path. By clearly seeing this and playing great efforts, Please bless me to alive understanding that the precious freedom of this rebirth responds to is grateful meaningful and difficult to find again. Please bless me to generate the mind that has ceased day and night. This life is nothing just a watercolor. No matter how quickly it takes, out of death, just like a shadow follows the body. Black and white karma follow. Finally, time and death and completion in this. Please bless me always to be careful and accomplish all virtuous deeds. Shortcomings. Please Please bless me to protect these vows and precious life contract. Then have you realized the importance of the two stages, the essence of the Prajnaparamita, by practicing with great energy and everything out of 4 sessions. Please bless me to realize the teachings of the Holy Guru. Like that, may the Gurus who show the noble path and the spiritual friends who practice it are normalized. Please bless me to pass life completely, all in all my lives, never separated from the perfect Gurus. May I enjoy the magnificent Dharma by completing the qualities of sages and paths. May I quickly attain the state of Prajnaparamita.
Nitte
Sanje Chodam Sanje No, individual knowledge and two points is what I mentioned, I want to clarify, so just so I mentioned yesterday, the question was about generating bodhichitta. Also, three of that is bodhichitta in the normal life, so I said to generate bodhichitta, you need to have realization, first renunciation, first realization of the greater part of the lower capable being, Lamrim see, greater part of the lower capable being, greater part of the middle capable being, greater part of the high capable being. So Lamrim is divided in three. So bodhicitta is the greater part of a higher capable being. So there will be realization. To not have that realization, you have the realization of the greater part of lower capable being. On the basis of realizing that, whom we are taken as guru, receive teachings, and when we are taken as guru, you become the disciple of the guru. So that from your side, you see that's the numberless past Buddha, and present Buddha, future Buddha. From your side, is every single action of the Buddha, all the Buddha's actions. So to realize that, to see that, to realize that. On the basis of stable realization, then you have renunciation of this life. Then starting from perfectly rebirths, all the realization. Perfectly rebirths, the meaningful, the highly meaningful, the three great meanings you can give them, and difficult to find that again. And also, even what is found this time is, you see, in the dream permanence, you see the 9-round meditation, that is the death, and the death can happen any time. So one must practice Dharma, then the solution to practice Dharma. Then practice Dharma, even practice Dharma now. because the death can happen now. So at the death time, then surrounding people, at the time of this, surrounding people and the enjoyment, the belongings, and even your body, everything had to left, and you have to leave, and because there's nothing. Only what can benefit you is that your dharma. So only the practice of dharma. So that is the sufferings of origins, and then taking refuge to be free from that. Never from there, taking refuge to Dhamma Sangha. Of course, then not only that, then of course to be free from samsara, they take refuge to Dhamma Sangha. Not only that, you take refuge to Dhamma Sangha, they even free from Lord Nirvana. Like that is the situation in enlightenment. So because we refuge the karma, let's see the project karma, renounce non-virtue, that which produces suffering, the practice virtue, virtuous karma, which produces happiness after enlightenment, Yes, happiness is like happiness, ultimate happiness, everlasting happiness, appears happiness, all that, all that gets up how the Lord knows, then gets about the misery, capable being, so then they say how samsara nature of suffering, so as I mentioned, it's also six types of sufferings, and then four types of sufferings, and three types of sufferings. How one circle the samsara, 12 different relatives. Through that, you circle samsara. What causes you to perform samsara, circle samsara, so that. Then you see, so you generate renunciation of samsara, you see the nature of samsara, only suffering, so you don't want to be in samsara, so you want to be liberated from samsara. So then just to achieve nirvana, then the basic path is the 3 trainings, Hachana morality, Hachana meditation, Hachana wisdom. So that basic path is to achieve ultimate everlasting happiness, and then liberation from samsara. So like that. So then after that, then it gets part of the higher grouping. So you got the realization, so they do like that. So the one thing is for example, people who have AIDS, I know people who have AIDS, you see, they themselves are going through. So when while they have AIDS, and when they go better, so they have much compassion, much concern other people with AIDS. Because you have gone through, you have your own experience. So because of that, then you want to help other people with AIDS. You see that I know it's in Australia, Genesis Institute, there's one man, I don't know, his name is an old student, so he comes to the Genesis Institute, and then he does some more, because he takes advanced precepts, and you see, then he does more medicine, Buddhist meditation, more control, more discipline in his life, more control. Then it gets better. Then it gets better. As it's better, then you go to the city to help people, to help other people who are AIDS. then I think probably life becomes messy. Can't discipline, can't control the mind. Discipline his actions. I don't know. He control the mind. So then it's get worse. Then they come back to the center. Again, he does H1 precepts and then medicine, but meditation, more control. There's control, discipline himself. Then get better at it. Then go again. over. But not only him, but other people, I notice it. But it is like this. So similar, now, to have realization bodhichitta, so you have to develop compassion to others sentiment suffering. To develop compassion to other sentiment, you have to know their suffering, how they are suffering. You have to, to feel unbelievable that they are suffering, Then first for that, you have to recognize your own suffering first. Otherwise, you don't know your own suffering. That's relationship problems or I don't know. Only headache, only have diarrhea, or only have cancer, or some. That's not the thing. There's a suffering of pain, suffering of change, or the samsaric pleasure, the suffering of change. And then I think I went through it yesterday. I think you went through yesterday. No.
We've been through it.
Yesterday.
Rinpoche.
Yeah.
You mentioned the 3 levels. You didn't go to detail.
Pervasive, compound suffering. So, yeah. So I mean, so you don't know your suffering, and then then you see your compassion to others is just words between lips, and just your compassion to others is just words, and no much feeling, because you don't see that they're suffering, but your understanding of their suffering is very limited. So. Yes, very limited. Hardly anything limited, so your compassion to others is very limited. And compassion is, so I have to say, yeah, I think not real. So kind of, so the bodhichitta, they become just words. I mean, just even say that we don't really feel. So like that. So therefore, you see, so the gradual part of the lower capital, middle capital, there's renunciation, there's renunciation, like sometimes there, but there's all this suffering, suffering, well, the suffering of samsara, your own, so feel unbearable, just like being the samsara is like sit on a needle. You put a needle like this and sit on that. Like that, or your negative body in the sitting in the thorn bush, your negative body sitting in that, or the sitting your body, your negative body in the middle of the fire, like that. You see, so unbearable. And then even lose the example, they like being in prison. So that you see your own suffering, samsara, suffering with that. So then you see, then you feel, when you have a renunciation to your own samsara suffering, then you feel so unbelievable compassion, other numberless other sentiments suffering. samsara, then you will really unbearable compassion, can't stand the then samsara, even one day or even 1 hour, you can't stand. So all like that compassion, all the desire, form realms and then formless realms, all the samsara brings. Oh, you feel so much compassion. Oh, then comes the bodhichitta realization, to free you want to free the numberless sentient beings from the oceans of samsara suffering and bring to enlightenment, peace, happiness. Do that by yourself, you see. You want to do that, especially by oneself alone, do that. Even though the numberless Buddha happens, very important. Because all your happiness, the past, the present, future, all the happiness come from the receive from the kind, and also being mother, your mother, numberless times from beginningless birth, kindness, and all that. Then kasure. I mean, then kasure. Even this kasure. Every day you survive, you're alive by eating food, and drinking, eating food. Numberless sentient beings are killed, worked, killed for this, to get for this food, for this drink, and for this food. Then because of the house, your comfort, or believe in the house, then build on the basis of numberless sentient beings, hunt, killed, and for heart, and then also the clothing and came from the sentient beings, and especially animal clothes, and killed them by the hunt, and the sentient, all that. Totally came from the numberless sentient dead, being killed and harmed. They are hard. So that you see. So your comfort, your survival, your comfort, your happiness, totally came from sentiment. So like kindness, some of the different ways, different kindness. So therefore you want to bring them to enlightenment by yourself. Free them from ocean, sometimes bring them to enlightenment by yourself. So that you see, to repay kindness by your kindness to them, their kindness to you, to repay the kindness, to their kindness, that's right, So, because then bodhichitta comes of the real, you see, then comes of then momentum, then realization happens, and all that. So therefore, you see, without knowing yourself, how you are suffering samsara, then meditation, then you see, then you don't feel the suffering of others. Then your compassion is very limited, not the compassion, not just words and kind of like that. But it becomes just words, and just reciting words and just like that. So important. So those lower meditations, so the Gaji Path, lower capable, mental capability, important. So important to realize that bodhichitta. So to develop compassion to others, so important not to have bodhichitta realization. Okay, so so I didn't mention that yesterday, so I will emphasize that. So important because as I said, it's generally people don't like to meditate on suffering. Because they don't understand the purpose. And so it's just all law of compassion, but it is very shallow, very nothing, nothing real, but it is nothing there. So then there's, if you spend, as I said, 1,000 million times, million years, no lifetime, you maintain that realization doesn't happen. So like that. So you have to meditate according to how it's explained in the text. Not how you think, you know, what you like, what you don't like, no. You have to follow the text, what it says. All the outline, how to develop your mind. How to develop your mind. This is an answer to develop your mind to bodhichitta, emptiness. That's the common path. Then tantra path, you know, to achieve enlightenment, without tantra, then you can achieve enlightenment by meeting mind, teaching. You can achieve enlightenment in the Bible. See, then you have to collect merit, wisdom, merit, virtue for 3 countless eons, and then you can achieve enlightenment. So you have to complete those 2 merits, then you can achieve enlightenment. Then you get to Rubakaya, but this holy body in the mind, and so to beneficent beings. But if you practice tantra without need to taking that much time, so in one life you can achieve enlightenment. So in practice of tantra, then practice high tantra. Mahanatariya tantra, achieve enlightenment in brief lifetime or distant time. Much of it like that you see. So all that depends on how strong compassion you have. All that relies on that. So if you have compassion to sentient being, then you can achieve enlightenment. If you have no compassion to others, no enlightenment. So like that. So compassion is so important. As I mentioned in the quotation, like that. That's quotation so important to write down. That one, what you have to concentrate all the time. Focus mind on that. What is the important thing? What is the important meditation? Important practice in life? All that is compassion to others. Sentient beings. Then you can achieve enlightenment quickly. It's all depends on that. If you practice tantra or not, or if you practice tantra, or without compassion, you can't achieve enlightenment. You have to have compassion to others. And so, then the other one, as I mentioned, about Milarepa, we see it didn't have even 1 rupee, I said, but I think maybe you didn't understand well, not. But he lived ascetic life. But you may think him as strange, it didn't have 1 rupee. But he achieved enlightenment, didn't have 1 rupee, very strange. You might think of very strange. He lived ascetic lives. He practiced Dharma in ascetic lives. To renounce delusion, you see, so that it ascetic life and So, for example, a thief came one time in the cave. So the military has no other food, only nettle, picking nettles and eating only nettles. So thieves asked him, where's the salt? They want to boil the nettle soup and make the nettle soup. So they asked, where's the salt, where's the chili, all these things. They didn't have salt. He didn't have salt, chili, all these things. So, this is my salt. Then they put another chili and another nettle. And this is my salt. He put nothing. This is my chili. He put nothing. So like that, he didn't have anything. So cooking nettle with water. So on the clay pot, I think after some time the clay pot fell down, broke. But we see inside, but it's cooking nettle for a long time. Inside what left over, like clay pot, you see. I think it was left over some sort like that. But outside clay is broken. So like ascetic life. What was you might think of the very scientific ascetic, didn't want to be anything. Might think very strange. So that's really ascetic life. Okay. Okay.
Not quite yet, tea time. Tea time at 5.
Okay. Oh, yeah, because people that I mentioned that. Yeah, Tani, Penda, that's all true, she. Tantra person, then never did, never in the Machimber. Caught all in the world. So, Tani is now. Now, the basis to accomplishing collections of goodness of the happiness benefits. The next. By finding the freedom richness, tantra, the perfect human rebirth. Perfect human rebirth means qualified air freedom richness. Tantra choosing the perfect human rebirth, the boat, choosing the boat, found one time. The example is boat, you see, but meaning is perfect in rebirth. Found one time. So, of course, the means if you relate one as a basis of achieving the collections of happiness, goodness. As a basis of achieving the collections of goodness, happiness, of the benefits and happiness, collections of good, collections of goodness, of the happiness benefits. Maybe without going in the maybe the chambers without going in the land of the land where you can definitely can get jewel I explained yesterday. So without going to the land where you can definitely get jewel, when it's Vijigan jewel. So if you return back empty without getting the jewel, well, you can definitely get jewel without going there, then you return back empty. in samsara, that your heart is rotten. Maybe it didn't much in the rule. So you see perfectly that's what the boat is. So if you go on the ocean, go away, you can definitely get ocean jewel, as many as you want. But without going, you have the boat, you go there, perfectly in reverse. But where you can achieve the basis, you can see all the collections of goodness, all the benefits, happiness, everything you see. But you didn't get jewel and didn't go on the ocean, and then you turn back empty. You see, to turn back empty, to not make the life meaningful, then return back to the samsara, the empty. So unable to make life meaningful, then your heart is written. So that so that. So be kind of the disciple, Kadama Geshi, not disciple, Gamboa said, so that's very important quotation. If you can write down, please write down for your meditation. If you can remember every day, it's so good. De la parte de la parte c'è también tu mano Gila sonda permanent do So the last, what it says, look into your mind. Look into your mind. I didn't remember exact words. Look into your mind, and then you see the conclusion. So, ci sono della parte. By looking at Mountain, you can say mountain water that which is hallucinated, or you can, that's one of the hallucinated mountain water. means your life. What is it? You look at your life. They are hallucinated your life. The truth is a part there. Whatever is done is cause of suffering. Whatever you think, jealous of them, permanent, whatever you think, no benefit. Then looking at your own mind, always train your mind. Always train your mind, looking at your mind, looking at your own mind. Train your mind, train your mind to always watch your mind. That one last one. Okay? So first of all, like this. Then so how the mountain water is your life then, the which is hallucinated is by looking at this life. So now you can understand the meaning of that. You see, okay. I just finished this Lama Tsongkhapa, you see, explained the dream. Tengo Benzinki and Data Bejan Shila. Nobody knows what it is. That's so important to realize. This is the mirror, you see, to realize your life. What you want to say? So the ignorance. So what I explained before, ignorance. Delusion is holding truly existent. Holding truly existence. Ignorance, holding truly existence. Exaggerate. In the nature, exaggerated by the ignorance, holding true existence. First of all, that's the basis. You understand? So, you see, reality, nothing exists from its own side. Nothing exists from its own side. So everything is empty. Nothing exists from the side. What exists exists in mere level of our mind. So therefore, the ignorance, holding true existence, believing real, you see. So exaggerated. This is real, you see. Exaggerated, everything real. In the nature. So this is incredible hallucination. The basis, the first basis, incredible hallucination. The basis, okay? So in the nature, then after that, bad and good. Discriminated, you see? Exaggerated. After all that, bad and good. Exaggerated. Okay? And then attachment, the anger rises. After that, then only then attachment. You see, attachment doesn't, we think, make it together. No! Doesn't come together. Doesn't come attachment and anger before. No! There's no reason before. Why? Only after. Then it makes sense. So, something good attached. You see, that's good. You see, exaggerate. Then attachment comes. This is the terrible bad. Then anger. See, undeserved thought, anger rises. That anger comes after, not before. Attachment before, not at the same time, after. So it's so important to understand that. So Jigten Chua, the Jigten, tangible aggregate, but the word for translate, but the mundane world, I just said to miss your life. True, hallucinated. That which is hallucinated. Okay, the first hallucination, then second hallucination. Exaggerated, bad, good, and all that. You see? Bad, good, truth, bad, good. So then after that attachment anger rises. The second hallucination. Full of hallucination. So this is your life. This is true, but I thought this would look after their life. Hallucinated this mundane life. This is true, but by watching it, by looking at it, like we watch a movie, TV, watch, like iPad, so you go look at your life. You see, I mean, that's a great synergy. Just look at your life, the absolute hallucinant life. Is it true? But that's a part there. Then, whatever is done, everything becomes cause of suffering. Torment, meaningless. Everything becomes meaningless, cause of suffering. everything becomes meaningless cause of suffering. So you see, it's good. Because, why? Because the motivation. Motivation is attachment, ignorance, anger. Basically, particular attachment to this life. Long life, have a healthy life, power, wealth, power, wealth, reputation, power, wealth, reputation, whatever is it, happiness in this life. Happiness in life, So, attachment to that. Every action, whatever is done, business or even going to sleep, eating food, or eating food, getting up in the morning. So even for everything, for good happiness for this eye, and for this real eye, which is not that. So everything is happiness for this eye, for this life, the eye, to get happiness, but the attachment, the happiness, attachment to this happiness in life. So you see, the delusion, in particular, the attachment to this. The more whatever you do, you become king, you become beggar, whatever, that's motivated all that. This happiness in life. You see, so attachment, everything what you do, eating, walking, sleeping, everything, studying, university, whatever, the attachment, so therefore, everything becomes, they say, that is a non-virtual mind. That is non-virtual mind. So every action, whatever you do, it becomes non-virtual. So even meditating, even starting more, it's done with the attachment to this life. So you see, I said even meditating, so done with the attachment to this. So you see, everything becomes non-virtual. You see, studying college, university, whatever you do with the attachment, so everything becomes non-virtual. The meaningless cause of suffering. So that means rebirth in the lower realm. You see? So means rebirth in the lower realm and everything. So that's unbelievable suffering. So next slide. Not all the problems of the life. And whatever you think, no benefit to you, no benefit to you, to your next life. If you are thinking to go to the moon, if you are thinking to go to the moon, to go there, no benefit to you. What's the benefit to when you die? There's no one's going to benefit to that. There's no one's going to, it doesn't bring any happiness in next life. So jealous something. Whatever you think going to the moon, whatever you think. Jealous something, permanent jealous, there's no benefit, whatever you think. So when it's always train your mind to look at your mind. Train the mind to look at your mind, always. So it may have a specific experiences. I didn't know how to know all the things, but it has many different meaning. You see, one thing is everything came from your mind. Your whole world came from your mind. Your whole world came from your mind. Your eye came from your mind. Your action, your whole world came from your mind. That's one way to think. So when we sort of so let's meditate how everything came from your mind. Your whole world, how it came from your mind. Your happiness, your suffering, everything came from your mind. Oh, sorry. Oh, stop, yeah. Yeah, everything came from your mind, okay? So I just stop here. I don't go further to meditate on these things. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Did all the possibilities which made numberless and numberless made the bodhichitta, which sought all the happiness, success, including enlightenment, for you and for all the sentient beings, may be generated in your heart, and the heart of all the sentient beings, those who have generated may be increased. Changjo, Sanjo, Rinpoche, Maje, Bana, Degu, Jeba, Nyamba, Meba, Hane, Kondo, No, did all the past present with the master called with the time, it's called numberless and them, numberless Buddhas, that which do not exist from his one's heart. May I who do not exist from his one's heart. It is the Buddhahood which do not exist from its own side. Lead all the sentient beings who do not exist from its own side. To that Buddhahood which do not exist from its own side. But so alone who do not exist from its own side. Jamal Bavichi the Jimbato Kunda Samoti and the Kunjis of the Kavata, and there are two more. The Javata Jumava to the Nohita gave it out. Somewhat to Cheratu Nor, she never talked about the Kijitamachiva to Jamal, Tamara Chota to the Jivatin. Thank you very much. Good night.
Okay, it's tea time. Go for tea and come back. Come back 6:15, 6:15, and meditate until 7.